This is the very first module of DP600, DP600 uh, Introduction to End-to-End Analytics using Microsoft Fabric. So basically, Microsoft Fabric is uh, a single environment which enables you to ingest the data, means bringing in the data and then storing the data, then processing the data means transformation, etc., and then analyzing the data. For ingesting you will use notebooks, data flows, etc. For storing, lakehouse, event houses. For processing, semantic model, or even data flows or data pipelines. Even notebooks can process the data, means transform the data, adding columns, removing columns, changing the columns, changing the values, making unions, grouping, etc. And then Power BI to analyze the data. It is a tool for both citizen developer, means single developers. You can see independent consultants, etc., and professional data practitioners. Now it includes the following services: data engineering, data integration. Data engineering means notebooks, data flows, etc. Integration, mostly we do it in data pipelines, data warehouses, and lakehouses. Also in semantic model, when you make semantic model, you're basically doing data warehousing. Then real-time intelligence, event streams, KQL databases, what else is there? Event houses, etc. Also, I've not done this, but I've heard of it. Something in Python, Azure, Blob storage. I don't know. Data science. There are some ML libraries, etc. in the notebooks, and then business intelligence. The things around Power BI. Explore end-to-end analytics with Microsoft Fabric. Okay. So basically, a scalable analytics, large scale analytics are complex, but Fabric provides a single, easy to use product. How it combines all of those services. Let's read it. Uh, Stored in a single open format. Fabric stores data in a single open format, which is one lake. One lake is basically kind of what we can say OneDrive for your Microsoft Fabric. In simple words, I will not go in details, but basically, it is an open format. Just for easy to understanding, it's same like OneDrive, and also you can create shortcuts, folders, etc. Quite similar. Scalability, cost effective, accessibility from anywhere with an internet connection. Okay. Okay, it's OneLake is a centralized data storage architecture, and how it eliminates need to remove or copy data between the system. See, you have data in the client server, a CSV file, and to make a dashboard out of it, you need to request the client to give you that CSV. If you both are using the same OneLake, the client can simply drop that CSV file into your OneLake, and you can access it same exactly in the same way as you use OneDrive. It's built upon Azure Data Lake storage. You can store the data in Delta format, Parquet format, CSV, and JSON. These four formats. Delta tables in the lakehouse, Parquet. Let's read it. You will understand CSV and JSON. JSON is hierarchical data format. CSV is text, basically text. For tabular data, for example, in lakehouse, see we can create the shortcuts. Same like we create shortcut folders in our computer. Let's download OneLake file explorer. Open in the OneLake. So basically in Microsoft Fabric, you will have same workspaces as you have in Power BI. Same kind of workspaces, nothing different. They have just renamed those workspaces to Fabric workspaces, because now those workspaces can also provide you access to the Fabric items in addition to Power BI. Here I am installing OneLake. Wow, OneLake storage system. Okay, stop the video. So finally, successfully, I have installed OneLake File Explorer, and where is OneLake? It is my personal OneDrive. Here it is OneLake. I have two. See, I have two workspaces. My workspaces and MED. In my workspace, I have one notebook, one lakehouse, sample lakehouse. These are the files, images, sample dataset, Parquet files. Lakehouse stores in the Parquet files, delta tables. It stores in the delta tables. Files are files, and then the tables which are shown there, they are delta tables. Okay. All right. We were discussing about the workspaces. Let me just show you the workspaces or AI services login. What's wrong with this account? So these are my two, only one workspace, which is my workspace. Create a another workspace. Testing 1 2 3. Apply. Here we are. It shows that this workspace is on Fabric trial. Premium workspace. Okay, premium workspace. Each workspace has its own permissions. At no. Let's add my friend as a viewer. Add him. Edit. I can even make him member or contributor or admin or even remove him. If the person is added in the workspace, he has access to all of the items. As a viewer, he will have access to the reports only. As member contributor, he will have access to data flows, data pipelines, notebooks, etc. And as an admin, he can even change the permissions in the workspace and modify the content. Remove it. We can integrate GitHub with our workspace settings, Git integration. Then GitHub is not enabled. I'm not capacity admin, so I can't enable it. Yes, I can't enable it. So, but if you are a capacity admin, you can enable it. Azure DevOps, connect to the Azure DevOps organization. There is no organization, nothing. But basically, you can connect the workspace to Azure or GitHub repository. And this is a separate story. You need some kind of a little bit of DevOps knowledge just to know that how GitHub or Azure DevOps branching works, um how to commit the changes, how to manage the conflicts, etc. Version control is basically it keeps track of every change which you make in the workspace, and you can redo those changes. You can also there are also Fabric admin APIs and SDKs. You can automate through PowerShell. In the PowerShell, go to PowerShell. I have PowerShell. Yes, this is PowerShell, and you can run Fabric APIs here. Just same like if you have used Power BI APIs, and also in the notebooks or wherever you want to connect to Fabric APIs. Even in uh, Claude, to integrate Microsoft Fabric with what we call MCP. I've not checked it, but people are doing this. Sensitivity levels. Sensitivity levels are basically you can put labels on any item of the Fabric workspace. For example, go to my workspace. Uh, I want to put sensitivity level on this. I can put if I've enabled some settings. Microsoft Fabric admin. Dun, dun, dun. It's a full documentation. Okay, we'll leave it. See what Fabric does. For mirroring means instead of dragging data from any other database, we can just mirror it, just shortcut it in Fabric database, in Fabric SQL database. Okay, you can mirror Azure SQL DB, and I think there are one, two, three other databases. Data Factory, data engineering. Data Factory means data pipelines. Okay, and data engineering, by data engineering, I think they means data notebook, Fabric notebooks, Spark engine, Python Spark, Spark SQL, etc. Customer 360. I don't know what Customer 360 is. Azure, Amazon, Dataverse. These are basically databases, different databases, Google databases. Amazon has three compatible on-prem database sources. You can integrate into the Fabric compute engines. These are Fabric compute engines. It is one leg stores all of this data. I've just shown you Lakehouse notebooks. This is Lakehouse. This is Lakehouse and notebook. All of the record is there. Let's open a notebook. There is nothing in the notebook. Serverless compute. You don't need any server. Microsoft will handle it, and Microsoft will charge you based on the capacity units you will consume. Spark engine for data engineering stuff, data science, ML, SHML, whatever it is. I'm not a person who use data science. Then data warehousing in Fabric warehouses, you can use T-SQL, new item, data warehouses, sample data warehouse. Topa. Creating warehouse, creating tables, copying data, wrapping up. Okay, do your work. KQL is basically language, is kind of a language, and it is very simple language which we use in real-time intelligence, in event hub, event stream, KQL databases, whatever it is. Power BI, and for Power BI, behind the scenes analysis services engine is used. Additional workloads. By additional workload, they mean there are some additional workload. Teradata AI Unlimited, whatever these third-party tools basically, you can add them. Lumal, they are making very good custom visuals. I've used it. So this is sample data warehouse. You can use SQL here, and in data warehouse, the SQL you use, you can even delete uh, batch addition of tables, and like you can use it like a full SQL thing, fully SQL supported warehouse. In Lakehouse, you are restricted to not batch add the tables and many kind of operations. So basically in the lakehouse you are limited to just read SQL operations, but in warehouse you can perform deletion task, addition task, and other whatever those tasks are, and how we can do it. New SQL query, select top 100, delete top 100. You can save it as a view. In Lakehouse, you can also do it. I think yes. Okay, done. Meeting collaboration by removing data silos and need for the multiple systems. Instead, you have to pay it. So basically, you don't need to purchase a home, means data silos. You will be living on the rent by paying some amount to Microsoft Fabric monthly. Microsoft monthly based on the capacity you will reserve. Okay. Basically, you will shift from owning your own home to a rent system. Traditionally, data engineers had their own systems. For example, even in Microsoft environment, traditionally they had data factory for data engineers, Microsoft Power BI for Power BI people, and I don't. I think is some uh, Azure services for data scientists. Now in Microsoft Fabric, they have integrated everything in a single platform, in a single tool. Visualize your data, dashboard, organization app, report, support, etc. Get the data, data pipeline, data flow generation to event stream for getting real-time data, uh, Azure Cosmos DB mirrored. So basically, some kind of databases is so some kind of mirroring services for databases from where you can bring data stored in another database into Microsoft Fabric SQL database without bringing actual data. Okay, Microsoft SQL database, Spark, mirror databases, notebooks, Python, T-SQL, Spark, Python Spark notebooks. Okay. Store the data in event house, lake house, sample data warehouse, semantic model, SQL databases warehouse. Prepare the data, Apache Airflow, Azure Data Factory, event stream. Basically, preparing means transforming ETL operations where you perform ETL operations, notebooks, data pipelines, Spark job definition, analyze and train the data. Environment, it is basically there is environment and on environment you can connect multiple notebooks. Spark environment, Spark mutagen. I don't know much about it, but it is somewhat whatever it is. Experiments, data agents, some new things. Track the data, activator, copy job, digital, KQL, query, event stream, event house, scorecard, develop the data, tin 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 tin, others. No, 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 no. One mistake I did, citizen developer means who is not a proper developer. Your IT manager need to make you Fabric admin so you can make all kind of changes. You need to make you Power Platform admin and MS365 admin. But if he will make you even one of this thing, you will be able to manage the things in Microsoft Fabric license which your company will purchase. Admin portal, go to the admin portal, tenant setting, enable it. I'm not Fabric admin, but if you are Fabric admin, you will go here and there will be some option of admin portal. Go to here. I'm not admin, that's why those options are not visible to me. But if you are Fabric admin, all of these options will be visible to you. Tenant setting, user metric, users, order logs, domains, workloads, capacity, settings. There are loads of settings. Okay. So you can sign up for free Fabric trial to explore this feature, create the workspaces. In the workspace settings, you can configure license type. In my workspace settings, I can configure the license type. Where is the license type? I can assign the to domain, workspace OneDrive. If on the back end and you are managing uh, OneDrive or SharePoint, so here you can edit. If you are connected your Microsoft Fabric or Power BI to OneDrive, right? Yes, from here I can manage the license info, its trial, small menu, to pro premium per user trial. Semantic, large semantic model, small semantic model. Small semantic model, what they do is they are small semantic models, and so how data is stored in Microsoft servers. So Microsoft servers at the back end they store data. When you recall your data in Microsoft Power BI services or Fabric services, okay, in this website, if it's a small semantic model, all of the data would be loaded. If it's a large semantic model, only some of the columns would be loaded, and some of the columns would not be loaded. All right. This is what I know from the Chris Webb session in Manchester. As you tun, 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 tun. I've never used it. You can track log analytics by connecting this workspace to Azure Log Analytics, but I think it will cost you something. Okay. Better is to use Power BI APIs or Fabric APIs and get the data through notebooks or PowerShell and then store the data monthly. This is your Power BI services, these are your logs. It will go to Azure Log Analytics and integrate whatever it is. These are your workspaces. Workspaces are sending logs to Azure Log Analytics, and Workspace A admins can see the logs. Okay, so basically, what I can understand from this is that in Azure there are workspaces for managing the log analytics. There are maybe multiple workspaces, single workspaces, or whatever it is. And you will connect your Fabric workspace to Azure Log Analytics workspace there. Both kind of workspaces are different. One lake, tin, tin, tin. Enable cache for the shortcuts. Data access through shortcuts in this workspace will be cached in one lake up to a defined retention period. Let's see what it is. Shortcut retention period would be 1 to 28 days. Brother, they okay. So shortcuts in lake houses. By the shortcut, they mean shortcuts in the lake house, I think. Keep always on this one. How to make a shortcut. Let's make shortcut of this file. Create shortcut. Oh, shortcut. Let's check how to create what shortcut is means. I know, but just to tell you guys that what shortcut means, there is no table. Just load two tables. While editing the file, there must be something in the file. Something wrong with the commas. Let's read it. You can also configure Spark workload settings for performance optimization in your workspace settings. Duplicate it. Why to go back? Just duplicate this step. Okay, here we are. First, let me show you how to make a shortcut. Hmm, there must be some option of shortcut. I did this before. Give me shortcut. Okay. Uh, let's take a shortcut from sales lakehouse next. Let's take a shortcut of this file. Now this whole folder. Uh-huh. The shortcut. Edit the properties of this shortcut. Target path, shortcut location, name. Name is bronze. Edit the variables target workspace, edit path, target path. Do not have do not make any use XYZ. Okay. It is the variable library. New thing. Yes, very new thing. I don't. So it means that they have released some kind of feature which is fabric wide variables. It is compatible with CI/CD. Uh-huh. Automation with Fabric public APIs. Wah, wah, wah. Prerequisites. Fabric capacity. You need fabric capacity. User can work with variable libraries. You need to enable this setting from the Fabric settings. Okay, Fabric admin settings. It can only be enabled by tenant admin, capacity admin, or workspace admin. Based on organization settings. Right. From homepage, go to their variable library. If it is a variable library, empty. Okay, let's do this, do this, do this, do this. Yes. New item, variable library, variable library, Fabric trial capacity, so it won't be all label to me. Okay, but in short, it's a very simple thing. Active value, rename value set, and delete the value set. Alternative value sets. Okay, let's end this. So basically, we can do this thing, and here we have shortcuts. These files are actually not in the sample Lakehouse 518. They are basically in another Lakehouse, which is manager. They are in other workspace. Okay, okay. So where we were, Spark settings. The instance info file storage system. Uh, these are the names of items in the workspace, their sizes, their types, their related items, the report connected to this model. All right. For BA settings, we can have embed codes. All right. So embed code basically means when you share the file, share the report. Sorry, embed the report. All right. Spark settings. Apache Airflow runtime. New pool. So auto scale. Compute node size, large or small. Spark 3.5 with Tundra 3.5. Starter pool is memory optimized and node size is medium. Number of nodes are 1 to 10. You can modify it 10 at the maximum. 1 are the lowest. Okay, Spark pool name. Starter pool node family memory optimized. Okay, let's create a new pool. Default pool for the use auto scale. Automatically created Spark pool or create custom pools. This pool will be used for all environments in this workspace. Size. If you have enabled Spark pool, will automatically scale up and down based on the amount of the activity. Dynamically. Okay, one thing is assign the number of pools, and second thing is dynamically allocate executors. Spark pool and executors, these two are the variables. So what are Spark pool and executors? What are Spark pools and executors in Fabric Notebook? Spark pools. A Spark pool is a cluster of virtual machine that runs your Spark job. It provides compute environment for running Spark code in the notebook. Means it provides processing power. It will affect the capacity units most probably. All right. Engines that power your Spark jobs. This is a Spark pool, a driver node, executor node. Alright, there are two nodes. It reads notebook code and plans the job. Executors run the stored data. Alright. Parses your code and split it into your tasks. Those tasks are sent to the executors. Executor read the data from the lakehouse and group by region and count it. Spark pool, the whole compute cluster. It means driver plus executor. Driver plans and coordinates the job. Executor executes the task and handle data processing. Task is the unit of work. One work, two work, three work. For example, counting a partition. Oh, love you, chat GPT. So in this pool, we have a total number of 8. I've assigned capacity is 8 executors, but I can assign 7 executors and one executor. One is, I think, it's a driver node. Okay, done. Environment. Set the default environment. Runtime version. Spark this version, Delta this version. Alright. In environment, you can select different Spark runtimes, configure your compute resources, install libraries from public repositories or a local dry directory, and set other settings. Create an environment. Let's see how we can create the environment. Build in the libraries are these libraries. Okay. Python libraries or libraries. Public libraries add from PyPy, enter library name. Pandas. Latest version. New. Okay. Okay. Custom libraries. There is no nothing. You can upload the custom libraries from here. Acceleration. No additional cost. Wow. But it will consume your CUs. Okay, save it and save and then publish it. Publish all. Publish. I've created an environment. New environment to host my notebooks. Okay, where were we? We were discussing environments. Where were we? Notebooks. Here. Environment done. Let's check the jobs. Reserve maximum cores for active Spark jobs. When February reserve maximum cores needed for active Spark jobs. Ensure job reliability by making sure that cores are available if job scales up. Okay, basically, if it is on, uh, then your other activities like data flow refreshes, semantic model refreshes would be impacted, but your notebook or performance will be very good. Make it 10, make it 5 minutes. Honestly, from my experience. Multiple notebooks can use same Spark applications to use the start time. So basically, if you are making some solutions, you want to run multiple notebooks at a time in data pipeline, you should be turning on this thing. For pipeline running multiple notebooks, uh, turn on this setting so that at a single time your data pipeline would be running all of the notebooks you want to run. It will save your time. The task so I think on the high concurrency mode maximum it runs is 10 10 or whatever you have enabled as a maximum in single high concurrency session can share resources across a maximum of 5 notebooks by the same session tag. When notebooks are more than 5 notebooks are submitted with the same tag, the system will a new high concurrency session to host something. Okay, okay, okay. And typically packed into existing Spark sessions. This gives your session capability across all notebooks with a single user boundary. System will pack all notebooks in a high concurrency session. High concurrency turned on, save, 22 data pipeline, advanced, session tag. Okay, this is session tag. Alright, these are 3 notebooks. Put the session tag on all of these three notebooks and then run it. All are running at the same time. Monitor in the real time. Okay, done. Thank you. Now I understood it. Automatically log. Automatically log metric and parameter and model without coding explicit statements in your notebook. Okay, something related to ML engineers. Confirm. Done, 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 done. So basically in workspace you have four roles: admin, then contributor, then member, and then viewer. Uh, Sorry, admin, then member, and then contributor. Okay, the order on that page was wrong. All right. Uh, so see, viewer can only access mainly the reports, some KQL databases, connect to SQL endpoint. Mainly, the viewer has read-only permissions. Contributor can contribute. Member has some additional, just few additional permissions. Add members allow others to reshare the items. And admin have permission to remove the people, including the other admins, and update and delete the workspace. All right. So contributor cannot manage the roles at all. Member can only add. Admin can remove or delete. Admin is all powerful. Dun, 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 dun. So here is the OneLake catalog in Microsoft Fabric. OneLake, you can explore the items in your Microsoft Fabric basically. More workspaces. Kashif. Who is this Kashif? So these are all of the things which are in my Microsoft Fabric. All items. Mainly there are reports and semantic models. Right. That's all. Default storage format for Fabric OneLake is Delta Parquet. It is Delta or Parquet or what it is? Delta Parquet format. Parquet is columnar storage format by Apache. Read heavy analytics. It is built on Delta is built on the top of Parquet. It adds acid transactions, means atomicity, C for I don't know, I for I don't know, D for I don't know. Versioning and schema enforcement. Basically, we can manage schemas in the lakehouse for and it tracks versioning. And by versioning, I mean this thing. Go to the files. See, this is the go to the Delta log. You can see all of the Delta files, all of the versions of this thing. Okay. It is informal term. I was wondering what is this Delta Parquet format? There are two formats, Delta or Parquet. Data is stored in the Parquet files. These are Parquet files. Okay. View files. This is Parquet file. Data is stored in the Parquet file. This is the data. Alright. And these are the Delta logs in Delta format. Delta log. Make it a Delta table. Now I understood it. Yeah, here we go. Yes. Boom. It moves and it transforms. So basically, Fabric, Microsoft Fabric. So basically, in this module, there were two things: Microsoft Fabric and OneLake. OneLake is OneDrive of Microsoft Fabric, and Microsoft Fabric. It's basically combination of Power BI, data science things, real time thing, and data factory thing. Done.